Okay, our final example, example 2 on our notes on translations, has to do with what we call describing a translation. Now we're going to talk about how one thing moves to another place. And we're asked to write a rule to describe the translation of point G, which is at negative 5, 3 originally, to G prime, which will move to negative 1, negative 2. So this is the original, this is the copy. This is the pre-image, that's the image. Now, we're told point G moves 4 units to the right and blank units down. So let's go ahead and graph this to finish filling in these blanks. What I'm going to do first before we do this is go ahead and fill in my x and y axis, make them a little bolder because they came out a little faded. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my y axis first and then my x axis. All right, that gives me a better idea of where everything is, and now I'm a little better oriented. So let's go ahead and first graph point G. Point G is at negative 5, 3. So beginning at the origin, I'm going to go to the left 5 spaces, negative 5, and then up 3. And we have point G. Now we need to make G prime. It goes to negative 1, negative 2. So beginning from the origin, it goes left 1 space, and then down 2. So we'll go ahead and call this G prime. All right, so now point G, which is the original point, moves 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got that. And blank units down. Well, then now we have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we move 5 units down. Next, it asks us about what it's adding. So let's go ahead and look at what's happening. Now, let's talk about the x coordinates. We know that when we have points, we always have an x and a y. When we have translations, we can describe how they're moving by looking at each coordinate. For example, let's look at the x coordinate. Now the x-coordinate always moves sideways, and we said that we moved 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was our first move. On a number line, if you're going to the right, that's a positive move. And in our case, it was a positive move of 4 units. So we went 4 squares in the positive direction, which means to the right. Now we have to describe how we moved in the y direction. So let's talk about y. We moved 4 steps to the right. Now we have to go down. We know that on the y-axis, we can go ahead and moving down means we're going to have a negative number. So beginning from where we ended up, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So going down means negative. 5 units is 5. So our rule is x plus 4, y minus 5. The translation added 4 to our x coordinate and subtracted 5 on our y. That means it moved 4 steps to the right and then down 5 steps. And then it wants the rule, so we'll write it here just again. X plus 4, y minus 5.